Hi, I'm Mike from PokeTips, and a new Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct just dropped, revealing so much new information, and not one, not two, but 7, I think that's 7, right? New Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and today, I'm going to be telling you all about them. Also, if you're enjoying my Pokemon Sword and Shield coverage, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and let's jump right into it. So pretty early on in the Direct, we're shown 3 new Pokemon right off the bat. However, Wooloo, the sheep Pokemon, popped up first, so that's the first one that I'm going to talk about today. So Wooloo is a brand new normal type sheep Pokemon, standing at about 2 feet tall and weighing about 13.2 pounds. It can have potentially 2 different abilities. The first one, Fluffy, is actually very interesting. So if you don't know, the ability Fluffy actually makes it so you take half the amount of damage from moves that make contact, like your tackling moves or punching moves. However, it's not all pluses, because if you take damage from a fire type move, that move's actually going to do double the amount of damage to you. Previously, it was the signature ability of the Pokemon Stuffle and Beware, although with Generation 8 it looks like they're sharing it with Wooloo now, so thank you guys for sharing. Its other ability, Runaway, allows it to always flee battles successfully. Wooloo is described as having an extremely fluffy body, and it's said that the white fur that covers their bodies grows throughout their lives, and it'll fully grow back in 3 months even if the Wooloo has been completely shorn. The fur is used for clothing and carpets and the like, and is very popular as a specialty product of the Galar region. Wooloo has also been described as a friendly Pokemon that craves stability, and it looks so cute. I want to just grab one and give it a really big hug. Now, interestingly, on Pokemon.com, they show a few different pictures of Wooloo, and one of them, it looks like Wooloo's fur is actually pink instead of white. At the moment, it's not known why this Wooloo has pink fur. It might just be a special different variant of Wooloo, it might be a shiny Wooloo, we don't know yet, but it's definitely worth noting. We don't know if Wooloo is getting an evolution or not, but I could easily see Wooloo evolve into something. Apparently Wooloo also like to live as a herd and mimic the actions of their trainer or herd leader. They dislike conflict, and if they need to escape from their enemies, they will simply roll away. So with that being said, I think it's the perfect time to roll our way into the next Pokemon that we're going to talk about, Drednaw. Now, Drednaw looks super cool. When I first saw this thing pop up in the trailer, I knew I wanted one right away. Drednaw is classified as the Bite Pokemon. It's going to be the water and rock type, be 3 foot 3 inches tall, and weigh 254.6 pounds, so it's kind of a big boy. It'll be able to get 2 different abilities, Strong Jaw, which boosts the power of biting moves by 50%, like Bite and Crunch, or Shell Armor, which makes it so Pokemon can't get critical hits on you. The sharp, jagged fangs of the Bite Pokemon Drednaw are strong and sharp enough to bite through rock and iron. Though it has an extremely heavy rock shell, its well-developed muscles allow it to move quickly. Drednaw is known to be extremely vicious, and apparently it takes a skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. Apparently some trainers in the Galar region find Drednaw way too much for them to control, and once they catch one, they release it shortly after because it's just too much for them. When I first saw Drednaw in the trailer, I immediately thought of this beta Pokemon design that was cut from Pokemon Gold and Silver, and while I think that design got reworked into something for Generation 5, it does look like they might have taken inspiration from that old design. Also, another very interesting thing about Drednaw is one of the screenshots that show off this Pokemon also shows off the battle interface for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Up until now, we haven't really gotten a clear picture of what it's going to look like when you actually get into a battles and what all those menus and stuff look like, but with this screenshot we could kind of see the health bar and the 6 Pokeballs, as well as the fight and the other options menus. It looks pretty clean. We don't have any word yet on if Drednaw is part of an evolution family, but personally I don't think it is. It looks like a Pokemon that's done. But moving on to a Pokemon that does evolve, we're going to be talking about Gossifleur. Gossifleur is a pure grass-type flowering Pokemon that's only 1 foot 4 inches tall and weighs 4.9 pounds. This Pokemon has 2 abilities as well. The first one, Cotton Down, is a brand new ability. Cotton Down, when you're hit by an attack, will lower the speed of the Pokemon that attacked you. It can be pretty useful. Now, Regenerator, you probably know, when you switch out your Pokemon, it'll recover 1/3 of its health. That's a very good ability. Gossifleur is a Pokemon that moves with the wind, traveling over long distances by getting blown away. Apparently, its pollen has a healing effect that works on people too, which honestly I don't really understand because I'm very allergic to pollen. You put pollen near me and I'll be sneezing, my eyes will be all red, so I don't know, it might have a healing effect, but keep it away from me. Now, like I mentioned before, Gossifleur has an evolution called Eldegoss. Eldegoss is categorized as the Cotton Bloom Pokemon, once again being a pure grass type. It's just a little bigger than Gossifleur, coming in at 1 foot 8 inches tall and weighing 5.5 pounds and has the same exact abilities. As of right now, we're not sure how exactly Gossifleur evolves into Eldegoss, but it seems like it might be at a low level because the screenshots showing off this Pokemon show an Eldegoss at level 20. So if anything, I'm assuming this is like a middle stage Pokemon and Eldegoss is actually going to have a final evolution as well that evolves maybe around level 30 or so. Anyway, this Pokemon is said to have highly nutritious seeds which are beneficial to both people and Pokemon. Eldegoss spread their seed throughout the region by sending them throughout the wind, making the soil of the Galar region rich in nutrients, which is probably why berry trees can grow in this region. The big cotton fluff that you see on Eldegoss serves as a cushion, helping protect its head from damage. Next, let's talk about my favorite Pokemon in the whole entire trailer, Corviknight. Corviknight is a flying and steel-type Raven Pokemon, coming in at 7 foot 3 inches tall and weighing 165.3 pounds. This Pokemon can have the abilities either Pressure or Unnerve. Pressure making it so Pokemon attacking it use twice the amount of PP, and Unnerve making it so Pokemon can't use their berries when they fight this Pokemon. The first time I saw Korviknight, I was like thrown through a whole range of emotions. It looks all black in the trailer, so I was honestly thinking it was a shadow Pokemon, and how cool would it be seeing shadow Pokemon in the Galar region? I could dream, but I know it's never gonna happen. Korviknight is described as the dashing lord of the skies. It is said that Korviknight is the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region. Many say that any Pokemon foolish enough to challenge Korviknight are sent running with just a sharp glare and a cry from this fearsome Pokemon. Caw! Now, another cool thing about Korviknight is you could use it as a taxi that flies throughout the air to travel from town to town. Apparently, many Korviknight work for the company called Galar Taxi, helping transport people from town to town, and I'm taking this as a sign that they're not going to bring back HMs in the Pokemon Sword and Shield. A lot of people really don't like HMs, and it seems like lately with Pokemon Sun and Moon and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they've been trying to move away from HMs, and this replacing Fly makes me think they're going to do the same thing in Sword and Shield. Now, once again, we don't know anything about this Pokemon evolving, although I definitely think it's going the Skarmory route and not going to evolve at all. Looking at one of the screenshots, it looks like it has 200 HP at level 60. A Pokemon with that much HP and something that's feared like Corviknight is does not need an evolution. Now, moving away from the regular Pokemon, let's talk about the Legendaries. First and foremost, let's talk about Zacian. Zacian is the Pokemon Sword Legendary, and as of right now, we don't really know much about it. We don't know its typing, we don't know how tall it is, we don't know how much it weighs, not like we really need to know that stuff, but it would be nice to know, I guess. All that we really know about it is it's a wolf, and it likes to carry a sword around in its mouth. The only description we have about this Pokemon is that Zacian attacks so gracefully that its movements can even captivate its opponents. So, from what we know, it's just a very graceful Pokemon, you know, as graceful as something carrying around a sword in its mouth can be. It's gotta be a little dangerous, right? Now, Zamazenta is the Shield Legendary Wolf Pokemon, and it looks a lot more practical. Instead of carrying around the sword in its mouth, it's just wearing some armor, which is a lot better. You know, it's a big wolf, I think it can do enough damage on its own. Anyway, just like Zacian, not much is known about this Pokemon. It's described as being a regal and majestic Pokemon whose movements can overwhelm any opponent that dare face it. If I had to guess, I would say both of these Pokemon are at least part Steel type, but I don't really know what their first types would be. Let me know what you think they are down in the comments section. And with that, you now know everything about the 7 new Pokemon that were revealed today. Tell me in the comment section below what your favorite Pokemon is. I'm actually kind of curious to know what the most popular new Pokemon is now. As always, thanks so much for watching, and my friends, I'll be seeing you in the next video.